Hello, I'm Andrew Fuller, and one of the things that's sort of been interesting for parents lately, of course, is how to effectively entertain and educate their children while they're out of school. And I guess the first thing to say is that kids these days are very used to an online lifestyle, much more so really than their parents. And so they've been putting in the training for years. So that's the first thing. The second one is that you've been doing home-based education since they were born. So there's nothing really new about this. And it's important to try to also realize that you are not a teacher. Let me repeat that. You are a parent. You are not a teacher. And your child needs you to be a parent. Even if you've got teaching qualifications, you still need to be the parent. And that means that your job's not to get through the curriculum and try and know everything from year 10 trigonometry back to sort of solar system models in grade 3. Your role is to inspire your kids. And so during this time, really, rather than trying to be frantically trying to work through Zoom and WebEx and whatever other platforms schools decide to use and trying to work out passwords and schedules and so on and setting yourself crazy in the process, you're better off focusing on what I describe as the big three. And the big three are the factors that really predict long-term success for kids. And they are emotional regulation, being able to calm and soothe yourself and settle yourself down, which is a pretty important skill. It's pretty useful in careers, it's pretty useful in senior years of schooling, and some of you might have even noticed it's pretty important in relationships as well. The second one is motivation. Basically, being able to keep yourself motivated when things are tough. When things are easy, it's fairly simple, but when things are tough, it's hard. And so obviously, we're not naturally motivated for things we don't like to do, so we need to have parents help us to link some of the things we don't like to do with some of the things that we do like to do. More on that in a moment. The third one is academic self-efficacy. What's that? That's fancy words for if you believe that you can do it, you probably can. And if you believe you can't do it, you probably can't. So really helping kids to believe in themselves. One of the simplest ways for parents to do this is to go on my website, mylearningstrengths.com, do an analysis of your learning strengths for yourself as a parent. Find out what your learning strengths are. Then, once you've got that, have a look at basically whether this might be useful for your kids and use that to basically start to guide you in terms of what they're strong at and what you're strong at, which may not be the same thing. You might have different learning strengths for them. That might be a bit of a surprise, but it's worth knowing, because if you think that your child learns in exactly the same way that you do, well, sometimes you'll be disappointed. And you can start to use that knowledge to then help build up their success in other areas. And of course, what we know is that success breeds success. And so if you have a feeling that you can succeed in school, guess what happens? You get motivated, you feel basically more capable, and you're calmer. All of the three big things that predict success. Good luck.